From far and wide, Oilers fans, this is Dolynny TV. And welcome back to another Edmonton Oilers game breakdown here on Dolynny TV, guys. You feel it too? I feel it too. That is the beat of a hard time to be an Oilers fan. Guys, if you're holding out any hope like I am for the playoffs, it is getting down to the wire, nitty-gritty right now. I mean, Nashville, hey, we got a point. That's all you could ask for. All that shootout. All I'm asking is we just need two. 2 goals, we win the shootout. That's all it would have taken. 2 goals, we win. 2 goals, we lose kind of deal, right? And Nashville obviously goes out there and beats Mikko Koskinen on 2 really bad plays by Koskinen. I mean, still adjusting, sure, to North American shootout style, probably, yeah, 100%. But that's a big 2 points. That's an extra point we just pissed away, and not one we could afford to do. But now the math becomes we need 14 wins and 6 losses. Right, so now we literally have to go. We have to go 14, 5-1, 14, 6-0. Right, the math is still there, and we get Connor McDavid. But the bigger thing we seem to be missing already early on in this game breakdown is just how immaculate of an effort this team put up against the top team in the Central Division as the final whistle went tonight. Because this team took them all the way to round 4 of the shootout, and somehow we were never out of the game until that final puck crossed the line for Nashville and we couldn't score. So a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart goes out to the boys tonight, picking up Connor McDavid, picking up everybody else out there on the ice and getting the job done. But again, to the Leon Draisaitl doubters who go out there night in, night out and say Draisaitl would be nothing without Connor McDavid, how's 2 goals for you, a power play goal and a shorty to get him up to 38 on the year. How's that feel for you? I hope it feels good, because we are coming for a playoff spot, are the Oilers, if we keep playing like this, right? I'm not going to say we're coming for a playoff spot no matter what. It depends on playing like this, night in, night out, for the next 20 games. We've got 14 wins potentially we need to get to the playoffs. Right now, 59 points. Thankfully we are up to 59 points, and that is a huge advantage. Now let's get to the stats here, because I gotta see what's going on. The Oilers haven't updated their box score on their website yet. Still says live Nashville in a shootout, so let's go get the old Google stats for the Oilers game, and then we'll hopefully break down the NHL.com stats right away here. So for the Oilers, a magnificent effort, as I said. I mean, you see Draisaitl only gets 2 points. He could have had a lot more. Guy was buzzing all night, and that's the beauty of Draisaitl without McDavid. He looks like a star times 10 without McDavid. Chiasson and Nugent-Hopkins get the power play assist. Chiasson, make of it what you will that he's not scoring goals, but the assists are coming, right? There was a time, I believe he was 16-2, 16 goals, 2 assists. Now he's 17-11, so things are coming around for Chiasson. Nuge, you know what? He goes out there and gets another assist. That's good for him. Keep the career high in points going. And realistically, I was very impressed. Say what you will about a couple of plays, but Darnell Nurse and Matt Benning tonight were a step above from where they have been most of this season. Matt Benning, he got beat by a couple of pucks on flips over the blue line, but guess what? He battled through, kept his man to the outside, or physically just shook up his man a little bit and got his man off the puck and got us out of a dangerous situation. Yes, he had a couple of bad plays. Same with Darnell Nurse, a couple of pinches I wasn't a fan of. Thing is, it doesn't matter what I think, doesn't matter what you think. It's what Ken Hitchcock thinks. And those two guys both saw a lot of ice time. I mean, Andre Sekera, he was doing things right too. As much ice time as he saw out there tonight. Of course, you got to remember Oscar Klefbom went down at the, at the end of the 3rd period, somewhere in there, with the hand injury. So again, scary times. If we've lost Klefbom for the rest of the season, again, it's reminiscent of last year, but this team just keeps rallying these past 4 games. Obviously, we've got a shootout loss to the Arizona Coyotes. That's a point. We've got an overtime win against the New York Islanders. That's a win. We've got a win against the Anaheim Ducks 2-1. Everything in the past 4 games has been, this is the beauty, has been 1-goal games. You go back every day since the 5-2 loss to the New York Islanders on the road. We have been an improved 10 times over club. We seem to be out there, heart, soul, effort, grit, and just going to the front of the net. And one thing I liked early, the thing I loved early about this team, I'm going to get to Koskinen in a second. If you're here for me to talk about Koskinen, you just wait, I'll get to it in a minute. But the effort of getting the puck on net when there's guys in the lane, right? Not necessarily in the shooting lane, but in the lane of the goaltender, if that makes sense. Obviously in hockey, you have your shooting lane in which the puck goes to the net, but you also have the vision of the goaltender, right? You're not shooting right between the goalie's eyes, so obviously those 2 lanes are different, in my mind at least. If they're not in yours, whatever. But to get the puck on net in the lane, or look for the tip on net in the lane, while the goaltender is not in the lane to see the puck properly. Guys, there are probably 3 or 4 pucks that went that much wide this game that could have put the Oilers up 4-2 to win this game. Seriously, it could have been a huge difference for this club if a couple of those pucks would have found the back of the net. Now, I can say that all season long, and we can be out of the playoffs at the end of the year, and I just look like a fool because they didn't go in. But the thing is, you play like this. You keep filling the lane correctly. You keep blocking the goaltender's vision. You keep throwing the puck into the lane in a dangerous situation, whether it be defenders or your own man in front looking for the tip or the rebound. You're going to cash goals at some rate. Whether it be the magnificent rate of 5 goals a game or it be a 2-1, 3-1 grinded out victory, it doesn't matter. A point is a point as well in this. That's the thing, right? Obviously, a lot of us would have written off the fact that the Oilers were going to lose or win. Oh, sorry, I can't even keep it straight. I'm so rattled from that shootout. But for the Nashville game, I think we all kissed this game goodbye when McDavid was suspended. The Anaheim game, we thought we had a chance, but we weren't sure. We won that one. Guess what? We get 3 of a possible 4 points without McDavid. Go back to the Arizona game. The past 3 games without McDavid, we have 3 or 4 of a possible 6. Pardon me. See, still rattled, still trying to keep my head in it. So you talk about this team just going up the standings little bit by little bit by little bit. That's all that matters, right? Little bit by little bit. You lose every game in a shootout or overtime and you win 14 games, guys. We are solidified in a playoff spot. Heck, we might even take Vegas for 3rd if we played that way. However, 14 wins is a lot to ask, and 7 overtime losses and not lose another one in regulation is a lot to ask. But playing the way we are, plus Connor McDavid, is absolutely going to get us where we need to be at the end of the year. Now, Mikko Koskinen, dumb penalty, 100% dumb penalty. Ref was a little bit dumb on the call too, if I have 2 cents added to that. But the thing being, Mikko Koskinen in there battling his way. The guy just standing on his head the past couple of games. 2 goals against tonight. Sure, okay, that Subban blast probably should have had it. However, if Arvidsson would have connected it, still would have been a 2-goal game. So to sit either way, I'm not a fan either way of what could have happened to Mikko Koskinen tonight. But a win could have been great for him. However, we didn't. We got a point, and he battled all the way to the last shot of the game. Minus the 2 stupid plays in the shootout, yes, okay. However, 38 shots against. Now, that's not on the Oilers' defense as much as it normally would be night to night when you're facing the top team in the Central Division and one of the best teams in the NHL, okay? Let's hold off judgment on the Oilers' defense tonight. I was more impressed than I was unimpressed, which is very, very rare for an Oilers' defensive game, but I'll applaud the effort where the effort is. So, 36 saves for Mikko Koskinen, a .947 goals against average. Save percentage, pardon me. That, my friends, is the big indicator of where Mikko Koskinen is starting to take his game. Yes, the glove's weak. Whatever, the rebound control's bad, but he battles. He battles harder than any goaltender you see out there, and they still haven't calculated the stats for him, but a .947 is going to elevate him at least to a .910 save percentage in my mind. And guys, a .910 save percentage of an Oilers goaltender at this point of the season, with Connor McDavid coming back in the lineup, might just yet get the job done for our Edmonton Oilers. So if I'm going to give this game a grade, I mean, guys, this game was an absolute, like, not barn burner in terms of scoring, but in terms of the defensive aspect. I haven't even touched the penalty kill, which was absolutely phenomenal tonight. I mean, that penalty kill in overtime, you guys ask, a lot of you guys sit there and wonder, what the heck do these guys learn in practice? Well, obviously, one thing the Oilers learned in practice, which I didn't expect, was 4-on-3 penalty kills. Okay, that's a stupid one to learn in practice, but somehow, someway, they kill off one of the most dangerous power play units you could possibly ever see in the NHL, next to Tampa Bay or Toronto, in overtime. So unreal out of the Oilers to kill that off. And guys, you know who we had out there for a lot of that? Andre Sekera. Okay, so let's again applaud the defense where the defense deserves to be applauded tonight. You know what? And we took a lot of dumb penalties, so let's not pat ourselves on the back about that. But let's celebrate the fact that against the Nashville Predators, without Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl takes us on his back, shorthander, power play marker, and somehow this Oilers team at every second of the game was in it to win it. Do you hear that? No, I don't either. You don't hear that ever about the Oilers. But tonight they were there. The past few games they've been getting there. And next game around the Toronto Maple Leafs, guys, I thought my heart was going tonight. It's going to be an absolute insanity show to be watching the Toronto Maple Leafs against the Edmonton Oilers on the road, Scotiabank Arena, 5 o'clock start, Mountain Time. It's going to be a good one. McDavid versus Matthews and Tavares. McDavid and Draisaitl versus Matthews and Tavares, pardon me. And guys, let's hope it's a good one. Guys, this is Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. It's a 3-2 shootout loss for the Edmonton Oilers this evening. Lots of positives. We'll see what happens the rest of the way home. I am up on out of here.